Today we'll be talking about firm funding, and the two details that we'll be specifically going over are short-term and long-term. So what is short-term? Small businesses most often need short-term loans instead of long-term debt financing. Most term loans classified as short-term usually have a maturity of 1 year or less. They must be repaid to the lender within 1 year. Most short-term loans are often repaid much more quickly than that, within 90 to 120 days. Term loans with short maturities can help you meet an immediate need for financing without requiring you to make a long-term commitment. So the purpose of a short-term loan is that they are helpful to businesses that are seasonal in nature, such as retail business who have to build up inventory for the holiday season. Such businesses might need a short-term loan to buy inventory well in advance of the holidays and not be able to repay them until after the holidays. That is the perfect use for the short-term loan in business. Other uses for short-term business loans are to raise working capital to cover temporary deficiencies in funds so that you can meet payrolls and other expenses. You may be waiting for credit customers to pay for their bills. For example, you may need a short-term business loan to pay your own bills or to meet your own accounts payable, which are your obligations. You may need a short-term loan to even out your cash flow, especially when it comes to your company is a clinical business. Moving on to long-term loans. Bank term loans usually carry fixed maturities and interest rates, as well as monthly or quarterly repayment schedules. The long-term loan can usually has a maturity of 3 to 10 years, although long-term bank loans can stretch out as far as 20 years depending on its purpose. Long-term bank loans are always supported by a company's collateral, usually in the form of company assets. The loan contracts usually contain restrictive covenants detailing the company and can or cannot what they can do financially or not during the term of the loan. The purpose of the long-term loan is for a business when it should generally follow the rules of tying the length of their financing to the life of the asset they are financing. So if a business needs to make a major capital improvement, such as purchasing a piece of equipment for their manufacturing process that will last 10 years, a long-term business loan would be the appropriate type of financing for this. A short-term business loan would not be appropriate in this case. If a business needs to buy capital equipment, buildings, and other businesses to undertake construction projects, a long-term loan is the way to go.